Alright guys, so this is my Arrowhead plant. She's pretty big. She got pretty big over summer. I left her outside. See, she's vining. So easy to grow this plant, guys. Literally, this plant was in a 4-inch pot when I got it in, what, June? And it is now January. I moved this pot up in size like 3 times. So this is a pretty good sized pot. But this plant is just getting a little bit leggy and a little bit out of control. So I am going to take some cuttings off of it and start me a couple new plants. I haven't taken any cuttings off of this kind of plant yet. So I hope you guys can see okay. This is actually my first video. But the videos I watch are like so quiet you can't even hear the people talking. Alright, so I'm trying to hold the camera and do this. But if you guys can see, right here is a good one because I think I can get a couple cuttings out of that. And it's already growing that root right there. So I'm gonna cut that right there. Oh. Lost a piece, but anyway, here's a cutting here. There's some roots coming there already. This thing is really taking off. Like, it's been really taking off. It was so pretty all summer outside. So I'm gonna get another one from right in there. I don't want to cut the root. Right there. And I just want to kind of thin it out some. Oh, that root's actually trying to grow down in the dirt. So I'm gonna have to sink it. See that root's coming all the way down? Alright. This is gonna be a pretty plant. You can't really see in the camera, but they're kind of pink in there. I got a couple of these.
Who are you talking to?
I'm making a YouTube video for the planter people. Alright, so.
Wait, you're gonna pick anybody, pick me, planter people.
So I'm gonna get a piece right here. And then I'm going to put that in water and it'll make a cute little plant. And I'm telling you, these things take off. So hopefully, I mean, I've never done any cuttings. But like I said, this was a small little plant when I got it. This was literally like a 4-inch plant I ordered online from Walmart. I actually ordered quite a few plants online from Walmart and all of them did really well. I was surprised they shipped well. They did really well. So I'm gonna get another one from. I could have actually taken this plant and broke it into probably a ton of plants, but I didn't really want to unpot it. I just wanted to kind of thin it out. I like the size of this plant. I don't really want it to get much bigger than this. So I'm trying to get down in here. I'm going to thin out a few chunks, but I don't know if I should cut this into 2 or if I should just put this in the water. That was a fresh leaf. I don't know I don't know if that one will make it once it's planted, because sometimes when you're propagating plants, if you have a fresh leaf coming like that, most of the time it'll die off. All right, so because I don't want this plant to get too much more leggy, and it'll start. It looked earlier I picked off a few leaves from down here that were turning yellow and dying, and then I watered it, but I don't want it to start dying. I'll show you guys my other. I get the best light in this room. I keep that plant I was just cutting right here. I got that stand at 5 and Below for $5. People, don't sleep on them. That's one of my most favorite plants. And then I got all these over here. My spider plants are like really crazy, and so are my pothos. Bunch of vining plants down there. This is where I start a lot of my plants to get them started. This is actually a baby off of that one I just started not that long ago. And I got babies off of that plant everywhere. But I repotted a lot of them. I might try to get some cuttings off this prayer plant because it's getting kind of leggy. But here's my other one of those Arrowhead plants. I got a bunch of vining plants here. But yeah, so this one is a really big pothos. I wrapped up all the vines, but a really big one. I had it in my window, and I ended up having to move it over here in this corner because I think she was getting a little bit cold in my window, and a lot of the leaves were starting to turn yellow. So I just wrapped her up and moved her over there. But yeah, that's my plant collection that's downstairs. I have a few other little ones hanging in the windows and stuff like that, but that's that. This is a new hobby of mine. And I want to give my mom a plant. See, this one, it looks like it's breaking off in a whole new
Can I have that pin on morning sting?
Yeah, hold on, baby. Hold on a minute. Watch out.
I know how to take it off.
Alright, what pin?
The pin thing on Money's thingy, it's blue.
No. He got that for wrestling. That's his. Don't take that off.
I want a pin to pick locks.
No.
Please?
No.
Please?
I'm making a video, and you're yelling through it. So right now, I was just trying to get a chunk out of here, but like this whole piece could come out and be a whole nother plant. So I might just leave that alone and then let this grow some, and then once, I don't know, it's winter time right now here in Pennsylvania, so you know, I was trying to not repot a bunch of my plants, but my spider plants and like these arrow plants, they just keep growing and growing. So I think the next time I mess with this plant and take it out, I'll actually just split it up a little bit, because like I said, I like the size of it right now. I know this thing will probably, I'm guessing it would get huge. I don't know. But tell me, God, you know, tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you guys do with your plants. Do you guys repot in the winter time? Or do you just kind of let it go until spring? I tried to get a lot of my plants repotted before, you know, it got cold, but it seems like it just seemed like as soon as I, you know, repotted, what I thought was for the last time, I repotted my, you know, my spider plants and stuff. And it just seemed like they grew right out of their pots. I don't know. I didn't want to move up too big of a pot size. But I'm thinking I should have did a little bit bigger than what I did, because I had to repot a couple of them after winter hit. And they did fine, but from what I understood, you know, you repotted them during growing season. So I think what I'll do is put this plant back in the window and just see how it kind of grows, and if there's any like real long pieces like I got off, just snip them off and throw them in some water. So what I'm gonna do now, think I'll get some followers, Amani?
Huh?
Think I'll get some followers?
No, if you want followers, then you gotta put me in your video.
All right, well, you're in it.
Add me on Snapchat on MoneyMO9. Add me.
All right, so I got this little, it's like a little vase thing, and this is usually what I put some stuff in when I'm trying to root it. So I'm just gonna throw some of these in there. See, like, I don't know, like, should I be cutting a piece like this? Should I be cutting, I wonder if I should cut that off with them little leaves and leave it off, or should I cut right here and just plant them 3, or should I just, because this already has full blown root. I bet you if I planted this piece, it would grow perfectly fine. And I'm gonna try to get a few like nice plants going just to give away, because I have way too many plants right now. What do you think, Amani? You think I got enough plants right now?
Did you ask me that question? I gave you the answer many times.
I mean, and not to mention like how pretty this looks just in water. And it would actually grow in water. All you would have to do is just keep giving it fresh water, and this thing would just grow and grow and grow. So it's pretty similar to like a spider plant in that aspect. We had a couple betta fish, and we tried like some pothos in there. And it worked. But it ended up dirtying up the water. I thought it would keep the water cleaner, but it was like a lot of algae in the little bowl. All right, so for this piece, I am gonna cut it because this is quite a big piece, and it's the way it is, it's vining out. It's actually a really nice vine. I wonder how nice this would have grew, or like how long if you let it go around. But so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, all right, now up here, really technically you could cut it here, and then you would cut it here. That top piece with them little new leaves, I'm just gonna cut there, and I'm gonna leave that hooked to that other piece. I don't know if that'll do good or not, we'll see. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut that off, and then I'm gonna cut this here. See, the only thing I don't like about that is you would have to start the plant off with 1 leaf. I really usually like to start my plants off with like a couple leaves, at least, or like 3 leaves, but they said that sucks from your plant anyway, like sucks up a bunch of the nutrients. I don't know, I just think it looks better and it starts the plant better. That one, I'm actually gonna cut like that. And I'm gonna cut this little piece off here, I think. That. And then, you know, even if this piece you could plant right now, and I guarantee you it would be growing and growing because it already has that root there. But I mean, even if you do end up cutting them with one leaf, you could always plant, you know, these 3 leaves together anyway after you get a root. That leaf right there is ripped. So it might end up in the trash, I don't know, but this would make a cute little plant. You don't really have to put this stuff in water, guys, to get roots. It just makes it a little easier when you put it in the dirt. Guaranteed, you took this and threw this in a pot right now, this plant would be like 2 times its size in no time, 4 times its size in no time. You really don't have to put this stuff in the water and then into the dirt. Now look how pretty that is, even by itself. I love it. And this is I won't even try to say the real name for this. We're just gonna call it an arrowhead plant. And that's what the big one looks like. Now when I put this in the sun, you know, these holes and stuff, you won't see that because it'll grow however. It'll stand back up. So that's that. I got this pot at Dollar General. It was cheap as mess. Let me see. It was $3. When I got it, it was the end of the season. Everything was half off. It ended up being $1.50. Didn't have any drainage holes. I took a screwdriver, heated it up on my stove. I have a gas stove. Heated it up on my stove, poked some holes in the bottom, boom. And that's that, guys. Show me some love. I'll make some more videos. See y'all later.